All right, guys. So yesterday we started working on period 1. We got to Phoenician, so that's where I'm going to pick up now. So everyone should have their notes out. I'm going to hurry up through period 1 to get to period 2 because period 2 is significantly harder. So if we look, we left off at Phoenicians yesterday. So let's finish up there. So the Phoenicians are traders and sailors with a simple writing style, embraced by most places. That's why it's going to spread as far as it does, because of how simple it is. It is the foundation of European language, and it's not on a river in the Mediterranean Sea. All right, so Egyptians, they're on the Nile. What makes the Nile super, super special in regards to other places? What makes the Nile super special, Sophia? What does that mean?
Well, like, it's predictable, so they're, like, able to build infrastructure.
There you go. It is super predictable, which means they can build a ton of infrastructure, okay? They're also religion based on everything, okay? They are the center of everything is their religion, and that makes them a little unique. And their rulers were gods, and it's centralized. They're one of the few places that is super centralized. This is just not working. Oh, that's so much better. Can we agree? All right. And then your next. So they also have hieroglyphics. When you have your hieroglyphics, keep in mind they're always going to have the bar, right? Specifically for the Egyptians, they're definitely going to. So when you see hieroglyphics, they have to have the bar. And based entirely on religion, and they end in period 2. Why do the Egyptians end? Who is the last great ruler of Egypt? Oh, she is one of the few. Jessica? Oh, she's one of the bigger ones. Isabella? Cleopatra. Now there's like 2 after her. But they're incredibly weak and they're just crumbling. Why is Cleopatra going to be killed? Why? Aiden?
Along with Mark Antony.
Yes, why?
Because they were trying to get control of the Roman Empire.
There you go. So who ordered their death, Aiden? Augustus. Who rises into power?
Augustus.
There you go. And Augustus claims he's the nephew of? Julius Caesar. And that's how he rises into power, which we're going to be talking about today. Alright, so there's your Egyptians, so keep that in mind. So the Mediterranean Sea, we've got nothing going on. Everyone's just kind of hanging out. East Asia is where we're going to finally end period 1. Okay, so the Zia are going to found the dynastic system. They're going to manage the floods of the Yellow River. They may not or may have existed. We're not like 100% sure, but they're constantly referenced. So we kind of give them the benefit of the doubt of probably existing, but we're not really sure. Then comes the Shang, which is the first military power in the world. And they're the first to have bronze, and they keep it a state secret. What do we mean by state secret? Who can raise your hand just to remind me what that means? Micah.
Like it's only in that state that build on this and
Okay, but who is regulating who can use it in China? The government. The government knows how to do it, and they aren't spreading that knowledge. They're not giving it to just everyone. They're making it and handing it out in order to regulate it. However, who is going to spread it to the rest of the world? Lily? The Zhao. The Zhao get in and they're like, oh my god, this is so exciting. And then they tell everybody. Alright, so the Zhao are going to create the mandate of heaven, which is going to justify the rise and the fall. They create a writing system, a much simpler writing system than previously existed. They are also going to have oracle bones, start using oracle bones, and start ancestral veneration. What is ancestral veneration? What is ancestral? Micah?
it's putting like use your ancestors as like use them as spiritual.
Yeah, absolutely. You're trying to gain favor. If you honor your ancestors, your favor's going to turn out better. Those types of things, and it's the most highly regarded dynasty until the Tang. When the Tang come around, they're going to be like, oh my god, they're the greatest. So that is all for period 1. I'm going to jump to period 2. Everyone good? All right, so on your whiteboard, let's go. We've got things to do. So today and tomorrow I'm going to talk about period 2. On Thursday, I'm doing like test questions kind of things and kind of catching any holes you guys are kind of confused about that I covered throughout period 1 and period 2. Is that okay with you? Then on Friday, you take your first review test. Woo! I know, I'm pretty excited too. I also had 2 cups of coffee because I got 3 hours of sleep. What? I'm still eating my breakfast. It's fine. It's fine. All right, here we go. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the gentleman who signed the Edict of Milan? Oh, that's period 2 content, ladies and gentlemen. That's period 2 content. I got 1. No, Justinian's 3, by the way. I got 1. Aiden. Constantine. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the dynasty that created zero in Afro-Eurasia? Good. Alexandra. Gupta. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the dynasty that's going to rise into power post-warring states? Good. Come on. Who is it, Lauren? The Qin. On your whiteboard, please tell me, the Qin ruler is going to have the first Qin Shai Yusha. Has like 5,000 syllables after it. He is going to erect what to protect him in the afterlife? I have a replica of it, and I'm super proud. Good. Come on. I got 2. Oh my God, 3. Oh my God. What is it, Max?
The Terracotta Army.
Oh man. It's a little terracotta army. That's the Qin. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the code that the Qin used to regulate their empire? What is their little code that they use to regulate their empire? It eventually will lead to their downfall. Good. What is it, Maya? Legalism. Some of us are struggling here. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the second largest empire creator in the world? Second largest. Good. Oh my gosh. This is supposed to build confidence, people. This is Isabella. Alexander the Great. After Alexander the Great died, what do we call this in Greece? What do we call it in Greece? They still call it themselves this. What is it? Sophia. Hellenistic age. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what Persian dynasty is based on Alexander the Great in the Hellenistic age? We talked about this here in our Do Now here, loves. Good. It's fine. What is it, Alexandra? Yep. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the gentleman who is going to take Rome from a republic to an empire? By the way, he died 2 years ago, like 600 or 700 years ago or something. I see you wasting my ink, Jessica. You can't say that. That's a title now. That's a title. You can't just say it. No. What is it? What is it? Dean. Julius Caesar takes it from a republic to a dynasty. How many social classes are there in Rome? Good. How many social classes, Jack? Do you know their names?
No. There's a single body.
There's 2 P's. There are 2 P's. What are they, Lauren? Plebeians and patricians. Which one is the wealthier one? Lauren. Patricians. It sounds fancier. The only reason I know is because if you go to a military school, West Point, if you go to Annapolis, you go to the Naval Academy or any of that, if your freshman year of college, you're called a plebe. And it's plebeian, as in, the poor. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of Please tell me, what is the name of the gentleman who's going to start the Christian church? Good. Adrian. Paul of Czars. On your whiteboard, please tell me, during what empire does Jesus get killed? Not to, I should have said spoiler alert, but that's fine. Jesus dies. He gets murdered. Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know that.
What empire? It's literally called it in the Bible. Not that I have read the full Bible, but that's fine. What is it, Maya? Romans. You're not stupid.
No, that just like really stumped me.
You're welcome. I've had a couple of those today. Like, if someone asks me a question, I'm like, too much coffee. Too much coffee. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name who made Buddhism? 3 hours of sleep, girl. 3 hours of sleep. What is the name of the guy who brought Buddhism to India and made the official religion? Yeah, you thought I was going left and going right. Who's the guy who made Buddhism the official religion? I got one. Made Buddhism the official religion of India. What is it, Jessica? Ashoka. On your whiteboard, please tell me who is the founder of Buddhism. I know, Reed, that's why I did it. It's a cruel world we live in. Good, who is it, Cheyenne? Sounds good to me. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what year did Rome fall? No. What year, Reed? 410. On your whiteboard, please tell me. 476, but the 410 is like the big years. Just like you have 10,000 BCE or 8,000 BCE, like as in your starts, the varying. 476 is going to be like the final siege on Rome, but at that hand, it was turning hands from barbarians to barbarians, and they'd call themselves Roman. 410 is the first major siege on Rome, where everything else changed after that. So 410 or 476 is kind of where they go, but we have decided what year. 410. So if you write 410 down, you're good to go. You could write 476, but it's kind of like one of those, On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the gentleman who ushers in Pax Romana? It's so fun. That's one of the good things about AP World, is that some of you thrive in some things and then get rocked in other things. Would you agree? Some periods you're like, yes, I got this. And then other days you're just like, oh my God, what the hell is happening? Yes. Every one of you has a strength. And some of you, this is not it. Read. This is not your strength. No. All right. So that's important to know. Where you are strong, enjoy it. Where you're weak, you need to know. Well, who is it, Sophia? Augustus. So, some of you knew a lot of them. Most of you did not know all of them. So, please keep that in mind as we're going over stuff. Please keep in mind, if you are weak in period 2, which a good amount of you are, this is time that you really need to buckle down. All right, so take out your notes. So we're going to start on period 2. I am not doing religions. I'm going to hit the trickier stuff. I think people are really hard. And there's like a bajillion people here. Can we agree? Hello? Literally, all of these are people. And that's what we're going to do. Is it easier to see it? Okay. So, I'm going to go like that so you don't get too overwhelmed. All right. So, period 2 is what you should be writing on the top. That says people. I also got to pass out your National Honor Society stuff. Because I didn't forget. I'm so proud of myself. All right, so people. First one, Cyrus. Okay, he's the founder of the Achaemenid Empire. It's coming back. And that's going to be, of course, be Persia. Is that easier to see once it settles out? Sort of, I guess. All right. So Cyrus is the founder of the Achaemenid Empire. That is the first of the Persian empires. Okay, so keep that in mind. Xerxes is going to be probably the most famous. Why do you know Xerxes before you even got here? Why? Aiden.
300.
300, yeah. He's like the pretty, he's the pretty gold guy. Hello? Hello? He's also happens to be beautiful in person as well. He was in Love Actually, I'm just saying. Anyway, so Xerxes is the most famous. He's the Abbasid ruler. He causes rebellions throughout Persia because he's not incredibly kind at all. He's actually really terrible, as you saw in 300, where he was like enslaving like all these people like crazy. So keep that in mind. So Pericles, he is classical Greece. Okay, he is going to usher in the golden age. Okay. What does it mean when we say someone ushers in the golden age? What does that mean they're doing? They're not saying, and we begin the golden age. What does it mean, Max?
It means their rule is generally thought of as the best part, or the best time period of that.
Okay, that would be what a golden age would mean, but what is he doing to start the golden age? Aiden?
Promoting Athenian culture.
Like by what? Doing what?
Uh,
Just saying, oh my god, let's do Greek
the
things?
Parthenon.
He does, absolutely, but what does he do? He starts doing what?
He starts farming.
He starts spending lots and lots of money, absolutely. Okay? Because there's money to be spent, that's why they start building all of these incredible things, so keep that in mind. So your next major person is Alexander the Great. He is from Macedonia. He is the son of who? King Philip II. Okay? He is he's Macedonian, but he calls himself Greek. Who is his tutor? Who is his tutor, Jessica? Aristotle. So in like years to come, when they're like, oh my god, Jessica, she's so wonderful, they'll say, oh my god, she was taught by Samantha Bennett. Same caliber of person, correct, Sophia? Oh my god. Anyway, he is going to conquer the second largest one-man empire. It's going to be the foundation of the Seleucid Empire, which is a blend of Persian and Greek. And that's what makes it special.
What does it say? Like this first or something?
It's the second largest one-man empire. Who is the first largest? I know, it looks, because I said largest one-man empire, but then it's wrong. Who is the first? Genghis. What did you say? Gary?
No, Darius.
Oh, Darius has a big one too, but Alexander is a little bit bigger. He's your third. Darius is your third. Oh, look at you remembering Darius. Alright, so he's the foundation of the Seleucid Empire, which is your second Persian Empire, by the way. Okay, and the Seleucid Empire is a blending of Persian and Greek. Then you have a guy named Julius Caesar, who is the first emperor of Rome. He's going to take Rome from a republic to a empire. I don't know why that was so hard. And that is his big claim to fame. He gets murdered on March 20th, called the Ides of March. Is it the 15th or the 20th?
15.
No, just kidding. The 15th he dies. I did see where he got murdered. It was really cool. By really cool, I mean it was a massive ruin, but that's fine. What?
What does it say after Greece? Like at the very top one. It starts with an M, but then it goes.
Macedonia.
What was that?
He's Macedonian, but he calls himself a Greek. Spreads a Greek culture.
Is that for Alexander the Greek?
Yeah.
Alexander the Great, or the one above
One
that?
above it, like, at the end.
Oh, that one is gonna be Pericles. He ushers in the golden age of Greece, and he's Mycenaean.
Oh.
He's Mycenaean. He's not. This is pre-Alexander the Great.
It's like
Nice.
Yeah, that's where it starts. That's where the first rulers came from, and then they conquered the peninsula. What do you got?
What's after nephew of Julius Caesar?
Oh, I haven't even gotten there yet, Maya. All right, so your next major person is Augustus. His real name is Octavian. Okay, he is known for Pax Romana. He's a nephew of oh my God, Julius Caesar. I think my soup is starting to get in here. He's the nephew of Julius Caesar, and he rises about 20 years post Julius. What is wrong with me? He is going to rise into power about 20 years post Julius Caesar. Why is it going to be about 20 years post Julius Caesar's death, Max?
There's like a three-way civil war for power.
There we go.
Wait, was he actually the nephew?
No.
Okay, just claim
Absolutely. Wouldn't you?
No.
He was loved by the people, hated by the politicians. So, he is going to have a very firm military, gentlemen. He is going to boost trade and push culture. And Pax Romana is about 400 years of peace, and peace is in quotes. Why is it peace in quotes? Why is peace in quotes? What are they still doing during this time period, people? If you've ever seen Gladiator, this is during Pax Romana, by the way. It's the beginning of Gladiator. Have any of you seen the movie Gladiator?
War.
Yeah, they're conquering territories. But why do they call it peace if they're conquering territories?
It sounds cool. It's not inside there.
Why are they calling it peace even though they're conquering territories,
Don't they
Isabella?
have like freedom of trade?
Sure. But why do they call it peace if they're conquering territories? Or their military is a movement? Jessica?
Because they're winning.
They're winning. Yes. They're killing everybody. Absolutely. They're wiping out the barbarians.
What's it called?
No.
What is the term?
Culture. I feel really judged, Lauren.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Alright, so your next one is Jesus of Nazareth. It is so important, and first period really did struggle with this. Jesus did not start the Catholic Church. He isn't like, oh my God, guys, it's so nice to meet you. Come, get some wine, get some bread at my church. I'll even wash your feet. You know, there's a whole new thing going. It's called Christianity. It's the coolest thing. Everyone's doing it. That's not what Jesus is doing. Okay, that's Paul. Okay, Paul's the one walking around like, oh my God, be part of my church, man. It's going to be great. We're going to have a great time. I mean, you're going to be persecuted for like 300 years, but it's fine, man. Okay? Jesus is just a really great guy. Okay? But why do the Romans kill him? What is his biggest crime? Why is Jesus going to be murdered? Why?
He claims to be the son of God.
No, they didn't really care about that.
Oh.
I mean, I could claim to be the son of God and you would
like-
all dismiss me. It doesn't
He's
matter.
like causing stirring up trouble.
Why? What was he
Because-
actually doing?
Well, he was saying God is more important and stuff, and they didn't have to pay their taxes. I don't know.
You're getting
Never
there.
mind.
Maya, help her out.
He kind of questioned their authority and
How?
the kingdom of God to Rome. I think he,
How?
misinterpreted that.
I mean, you can say, because they're Jewish, so they're kind of like, oh, those damn Jews. Just, those Jews. But he's doing something that gets him killed. What is he doing to get himself killed, Vanessa?
I'm saying there's one God.
Okay. Yeah, I can say there's one God too. I ain't gonna die. Why is Jesus getting killed? Why, Lauren?
Isn't it because he's saying only God matters and kind of dismissing their authority?
Okay, so what is he telling them not to do?
Listening to
What is he doing that is going to get himself killed, Dean?
He's telling them not to extend polytheistic functions.
Yes, he's telling Roman citizens, whether they're Jewish, whether they believe in exactly, that's not a trick here. Whatever they believe, to not attend the state-sponsored religion. Why do the Romans take this so seriously? Why do the Romans take it so seriously, Lily?
Because Rome uses religion to regulate population.
Oh my God, that's so insightful and so clear.
It was really original.
It's so original. Thank you
It's like she
so
took the
much.
words right out of your mouth.
I know, it's like you just knew it so well you could read it off in your head. That's so great. Alright, the reason why Jesus gets killed is not because he's the son of God. I mean, I could say I'm the daughter of God and no, everyone would just ignore me. Can we agree? Who cares? Jesus is going to get himself killed. Obviously, he got people to follow him. Obviously, people were inspired by him. He's a pretty great guy. But the reason why the Romans killed him is because he challenged their authority and said, do not attend state functions, do not pay taxes that support a church or gods we don't believe in. That is what gets him in trouble. That is the difference. It is not because he created Christianity, because he didn't create Christianity. He was just adding more information he believed to Judaism. That's all he thought he was doing, is just talking about Judaism, and that's what he was talking about. Jesus was born a Jew, he died a Jew. Then we got Paul. Paul died a Christian. Okay, Paul is the one who's going to start the church. He starts Christianity, starts the church, gets the 12 disciples going around. He's like, oh my God, come get some bread and some wine in my house. And that would be the church. All right. So, next person you have is Chin. Bunch of syllables. Okay? When you're talking in China, the first tells you what empire. Isn't that lovely? I just think that's so convenient. Okay? So, the Qin, this guy is going to be the founder of the Qin dynasty. The Qin dynasty is formed after what? After what, Max? Warring states. So, this guy, is he nice or really mean? He's really mean. Why does he have to be mean, Max?
Because he's unifying all the warring states, so he has to keep a firm grasp on them in order to make sure that they don't secede from, so they don't secede from China.
Okay, and what is going to cause the Qin eventually to collapse, Max?
Their harsh legal beliefs.
Okay, do they change their beliefs?
No.
No, keep in mind that after about 300 years of rule, okay, you should probably change how you kind of function to a degree. At the beginning of the Qin rule, they needed to be incredibly harsh. By the end of it, they didn't need to be that harsh because everyone was doing what they were supposed to be doing. People got tired of it. They're like, oh my God, you guys are so mean. Screw you. And we're leaving. So they're rebellions. Okay? Next you have Han Wudi, who's the founder of the Han. And he loves Confucianism. He's the guy who brings Confucianism to China. Is that a big deal? It's an incredibly big deal, especially until China falls. And he starts building out government control and schools. Now keep in mind, after the Qin fall, legalism is seen as a terrible thing. I think we can all agree why, yes? Okay, it wasn't very popular. That's why the people rebel. Han Wudi is going to come in and say, oh my God, let's use Confucianism as a basis of it. Okay, and that's going to be used to create the civil service exam, all those wonderful things. Wei Meng, one of my faves. Okay, he's a Han, and he's going to distribute land to the peasants. This is the first time we're going to see this on such a wide scale, and it's an epic failure. Epic failure. And because of it, the peasants are going to rebel. The peasants don't overthrow the Han. It's the Yellow Turban, but the Yellow Turban wouldn't have been successful unless the peasants were rebelling. Can we agree? Hello? Aren't you glad we're going through people? Like, there's just like a lot of names. Like a lot. You alright over there? Are you excited to be back at school? I think today was harder to wake up than yesterday. Can we agree? Oh my God. That's how I feel. Alright. Then you have Chandragupta Mauryan. He's part of what empire, people? Mauryan. Alright, so they are the first to unify India, and he turns into a Buddhist monk. Remember? I mean, it's not like a pumpkin. It's not like he magically turns. But he's the guy who... Welcome back, Molly. I had 2 cups of coffee this morning, and I got like 3 hours of sleep. He is going to leave power in order to take on Buddhism as a monk. This is like big claim to fame. Alright, who is the other Mauryan guy that everyone loves? Ashoka. And here he is. Okay, so Ashoka, He's Majoran, and he's loved by the people and makes Buddhism its official religion. What's going to happen to my man Ashoka? Anyone know? Anyone remember? You all should know. Aiden?
Doesn't he also turn into like a Buddhist monk?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't make it that long. Max?
Does he get thrown out a window?
No. Who's the guy who got thrown out the window?
It was the Gunpowder Empire, or
Yeah.
the Lord shooting out the window.
No, Akbar.
Yeah, Akbar. Alright. Yeah, no. He gets murdered. He just gets people break into his palace and just like stomp him to death. That's what I was doing. I couldn't come up with a word to stomp him.
Why did it say that people love him?
The people love him, but like a crowd of like your elites, because he was giving more power to the people. Just like Julius Caesar, who was loved by the people. That's politicians. You too, pretty tie. Alright, so Sandra Gupta, he's going to start your Gupta. Now keep a look, of course we remember Sandra Gupta Majoran and Sandra Gupta. Okay, please make sure you're keeping those separate. And you understand the difference between both. He's Gupta, he loves math and science. He is going to help organize the foundation of math and science so they can discover what? Hello? 0. Alright, so next person is Constantine. He's the ruler of Eastern Europe, Eastern Roman Empire. He's going to issue the Edict of Milan, Christianity is legal, and starts Constantinople, which is why it's called. Yes, how the pieces all fall. With that being said, Constantine is going to convert to Christianity at the beginning of his life or at the end of his life? Very end. On his deathbed, he's going to say he thinks the Christian God helped him win his final victory. He gets stabbed in that, but his side wins. And on his deathbed, he converts to Christianity and signs the Edict of Milan. What does the Edict of Milan officially do? What does it officially do, Maya? Legalizes Christianity, because if you were a Christian, you could be persecuted amongst the law. Does it make it the most popular religion in the Roman Empire? No. Keep in mind, when we talk about, yes, Jesus died in the Roman Empire and all that stuff, it's at the very end of the Roman Empire. For most of the Roman Empire's, like 700 years of existence, it was mostly what? Polytheistic. Where did it get its polytheism from? Who can raise your hand and tell me, where is this polytheism inherited from? Inherited, Dean. Greece. They inherited it. Did they keep everything the same, Dean? No, they changed the names. Alright, tomorrow we're doing major events. Kind of wrapping up period 2. I hope this helps, does it? You need to be working in your Barron's books. That is your homework to be prepared for your quizzes and your Barron's book. If you're not doing that, Thursday night is going to be horrific and you're going to get blown up on points. There is not that many points, ladies and gentlemen. Get it done. Have a good day. What up?